Empire.
Lead my success and title with your swords. I am his firstborn son, that was the last that wore the imperial diadem of Rome, to let my father's honors live in me, and wrong mine age with this indignity.
Romans, friends, followers, favors on my right. If ever Bassianus, Caesar's son, were gracious in the eyes of royal Rome, keep them this passage to the capital.
Princes that strive by factions and by friends ambitiously for rule and empery, know that the people of Rome, for whom we stand, a special party have by common voice in election for the Roman empery, chosen Andronicus. She by the Senate is a citted home. From wary wars against the barbarous Goths, that with her sons a terror to our foes, hath yoked a nation strong, trained up in arms. And now at last, laden with horror spoils, returns the good Andronicus to Rome, renowned Titus flourishing in arms. Let us entreat in honor of her name, whom worthily you would have now succeed. And in the Capitol, and Senate's right, whom you pretend to honor and adore, that you withdraw you, and abate your strength. Dismiss your followers, and as suitors should, plead your deserts, in peace and humbleness.
Marcus Andronicus, so I do a lie, in thy uprightness and integrity, that I will here dismiss my loving friends, and in my fortunes and the people's favor, commit my cause and balance to be weighed.
Friends that have been thus forward to my right, I thank you all, and here dismiss you all.
Romans, make way for the good Andronicus, patron of virtue, Rome's best champion. Successful in the battle that she fights, with honor and fortune was returned and brought to yoke the enemies of Rome.
Morning reads, Romans of 5 and 20 valiant sons, half of the number that King Priam had. Behold the poor remains, alive and dead. These that survive let Rome reward with love. These that I bring unto their latest home with burial amongst their ancestors, make way to lay them by their brethren. There, greet in silence as the dead are wont, and sleep in peace, slain in your country's wars.
Give us the proudest prisoner of the Goths, that we may hew his limbs, and upon a pile sacrifice his flesh for this earthly prison of their bones.
I give him you, the noblest that survives, the eldest son of this distressed queen.
Stay, Roman brethren! Gracious conqueror, victorious Titus, rue the tears I shed! A mother's tears in passion for her son! And think if thy sons were ever dear to thee, I'll think my sons to be as dear to me! Andronicus, say not thy tomb with blood! Wilt thou draw near the nature of the gods? Draw them then near, and being merciful, spare my firstborn son!
Patient! Yourself! Madam, and pardon me. These are their brethren, whom you Goths beheld. Alive and dead, and for their brethren slain religiously, they ask the sacrifice. To this your son is marked, and die he must, to appease their groaning shadows that are gone.
Away with him!
No! Brother!
No! Make a fire straight! And with our swords,
Oppose not Scythia to ambitious Rome. Alargus goes to rest, and we survive to tremble under Titus's threatening looks. Then, madam, stand resolved, with opportunity of sharp revenge, may favor Tamara, queen of gods, when gods were gods, and Tamara was queen, to quit the bloody wrongs upon her foes.
see, Lord and Mother, how we have performed our Roman rites. Albert's limbs are locked in entrails, fed to the sacrificing fire. You smoke like incense doth perfume the sky. Reminisce not to enter our brethren. Loud larmers welcome them to Rome.
Hail Rome! Repose you here and rest, secure from all worldly chances and mishaps. Here lurks no treason, here no envy swells. Here grow no damned grudges, here are no storms. No noise, but silence and eternal sleep. In peace and honor rest you here, my sons.
In peace and honor live Lord Titus long. my noble lady and mother, live in fame.
Kind Rome, that hast thus lovingly reserved the cordial of mine age to glad my heart. Lavinia, outlive thy mother's days, and fame's eternal date for virtue's praise.
Long live Lord Titus, my beloved sister, gracious triumpher in the eyes of Rome.
Thanks, gentle tribune, noble sister Marcus.
Titus Andronicus, the people of Rome, whose friend in justice thou hast ever been, send thee, by me, their tribute and their trust, and name thee in election for the empire. With these are our late deceased emperor's sons. Be candidatus then, and put it on, and help to set a head on headless Rome.
A better head her glorious body fits than hers that shakes for age and feebleness. What should I don this robe and trouble you? Give me a staff of honor for mine age, but not a scepter to control the world. Upright he held it, lords that held it last.
Titus, thou shalt obtain and ask the emperor.
Proud and ambitious tribune, canst thou tell?
Patience, Prince Saturninus.
Romans, do me right. Patricians, draw your swords and sheathe them not till Saturninus be Rome's emperor. Andronicus, where thou wert shipped to hell, rather than rob me of my people's hearts.
Proud Saturnine, interrupter of good, what thy noble mighty Titus means to thee.
Content thee, Prince. I will restore to thee the people's hearts and wean them from themselves.
And Andronicus, I do not flatter thee, but honor thee, and will do till I die. My faction, if thou strengthen with thy friends, I will most thankful be. And thanks to men of noble minds, this honor will meet.
People of Rome, and people's tribunes here, I ask your voices and your suffrages. Will you bestow them friendly upon Andronicus?
We will do this.
Tribunes, I thank you, and this suit I make, that you create your emperor's eldest son, Lord Saturnine, whose virtues will, I hope, reflect on Rome as Titans raise on earth. Then if you will elect him by my advice, crown him, and say, long live our emperor.
Long live
our emperor!
With voices and applause of every sort, patricians and plebeians we create Lord Saturninus, Rome's great emperor, and say, long live our emperor Saturnine!
Long live our emperor Saturnine!
Titus Andronicus, for thy favors done to us and our election this day, and for an onset, to advance thy name in honorable family, Lavinia, will I make my empress. Tell me, Andronicus, doth this motion please thee?
It doth, my worthy lord, and in this match I hold me highly honored of your grace. Now, madam, are you prisoner to an emperor? To him that, for your honor and your state, will use you nobly and your followers.
A goodly lady, trust me, of the hue that I were to choose were I to choose anew. Clear up, fair queen, that cloudly countenance, so chance of war hath brought this change of cheer. Thou comest not become a scorn in Rome. Princely shall be thy usage every way. Rest on my word, and let not discontent daunt all your hopes, madam. He comforts you, can make you greater than the Queen of Goths. Lavinia, you are not displeased with this?
Not I, my lord. See's true nobility warrants these words in princely courtesy.
Thanks, sweet Lavinia. Romans, let us go. Ransom us here we set our prisoners free. Proclaim our honors, lords, with trump and drum.
Lord Titus, by your leave, this maid is mine!
How, sir? Are you in earnest, then, my lord?
I know, Titus, and resolve withal, to do myself this reason and this right.
The prince in justice seizeth but his own.
And he will and shall if Lucius lives.
Traitors, avaunt! Where is the emperor's guard? Treason! My lord Lavinia is surprised.
Surprised, by whom?
By him that justly married, bears betrothed from all the world.
Brothers, brothers, help the good bear hatch away. And with my sword, I'll keep this person.
Follow, my lord, I'll soon bring her back.
My lord, you pass not here.
What? Villain boy, bars me my way!
Oh, Lucius! Oh! My lord, you are unjust in my sword, wrongful quarrel. You have slain your own son.
Nor thou nor he are any son of mine. My sons would never so dishonor me. Traitor, restore Lavinia to the emperor.
Ted, if you will, but not his wife. That is another lawful, promised love.
No, Titus, no. The emperor needs her not. Nor her, nor thee, nor any of thy stock. I'll trust, by leisure, him that mocks me once. Thee never, nor thy traitorous, haughty sons, confederates, all thus to dishonor me.
These words are razors to my wounded heart.
And therefore, lovely Tamara, queen of Goths, that like the stately Phoebe mongst her nymphs, dost overshine the galleon dames of Rome. If thou be pleased with this, my sudden choice, behold, I choose thee for my bride, and will create thee empress of Rome. Speak, queen of Goths, dost thou applaud my choice?
And here, in sight of heaven, to Rome I swear, if thee Saturnine advance the queen of Goths, she will a handmaid be to his desires, a loving nurse, a mother to his youth.
Ascend, fair queen, Pantheon. Lords, accompany your noble emperor and his lovely bride, sent by the heavens for Prince Saturnine, whose wisdom hath their fortune conquered. There shall we consummate our spousal rituals.
I am not bid to wait upon this bride. Titus, when wert thou wont to walk alone, dishonored thus and challenged of wrongs?
O Titus, see what thou hast done! And if thou cruel slain a virtuous son?
No, foolish tribune, no. Nor thou, nor these, confederate in the deed that hath dishonored all our family. Unworthy sister and unworthy son.
Let us give him a bureau as becomes. Let us give Mutes a bureau with our brethren.
Traitors away! He rests not in this tomb. This monument 500 years hath stood, which I have sumptuously re-edified. Here, none but Rome's soldiers and servitors repose in fame, none basely slain in brawls. Bury him where you can, he comes not here.
My lord, this is impiety in you. My nephew Metis' deeds do plead for him. He must be buried with his brethren.
And shall or him we will accompany. And shall? What villain was it spake that word?
He that would vouch it in any place but here.
What? Would you bury him in my despite?
No, noble Titus, but entreated thee to depart in Medius and to bury him here.
Marcus, even thou hast struck upon my crest, and with these boys mine honor thou hast wounded. My foes had to repute you, every one, so trouble me no more, but get you gone.
She is not with herself. Let us withdraw.
Not I, till Medius' bones be buried.
Sister, for in that name doth nature plead.
Mother, and in that name doth nature speak. Speak thou no more, if all the rest will speed.
For now, Titus, more than half my soul.
Your mother's soul and substance of us all.
Suffer thy sister Marcus to inter her noble nephew here in virtue's nest that died in honor and Lavinia's cause. If thou art a Roman, be not barbarous, and not in Medius, then that was thy joy, be barred his entrance here.
Rise, Marcus, rise. The dismal stay is this that e'er I saw, to be dishonored by my sons in Rome. Well, bury him, and bury me the next.
Lie thy bones, sweet Demetrius, with thy friends, and with trophies to adorn thy tomb.
My lord, to step out of these dreary dumps, how comes it that the subtle queen of Goths is of a sudden thus advanced in Rome?
I know not, Marcus, but I know it is.
So, Bastianus, you have played surprise. God give you joy, sir, of your gallant bride.
And you of yours. I say no more, nor wish no less. And so, I take my leave.
Traitor, if Rome have law, or we have power, thou and thy faction shall repent this rape.
Rape, call you it? To seize my own, my truth-betrothed love, and now my wife?
'Tis good, sir, you are very short with us. But if we'll live, we'll be as sharp with you.
Only thus must I give your grace to know, by all the duties that I owe to Rome. This noble woman, Lord Titus here, is in opinion and in honor wrong. That in the rescue of Lavinia, with her own hand did slay her youngest son. Receive her then to favor Saturnine, that hath expressed herself in all her actions, a mother and a friend to thee and Rome.
Prince Bastianus, leave to plead my deeds. 'Tis thou and those that have dishonored me. Rome and the righteous heavens be my judge, how I have loved and honored Saturnine.
My gracious lord, my lovely Saturnine, if ever Tamara were gracious in those princely eyes of thine, then hear me speak in indifferently for all, and at my suit, sweet, pardon what is past.
What, madam, be dishonored openly, and basely put it up without revenge?
Not so, my lord. The gods forfend I should be author to dishonor you, but at their suit, look graciously on her, who's not so noble a friend on vain suppose, nor that sour looks afflict her gentle heart. Be one at last. Dissemble all your griefs and discontents. You were but newly planted in your throne. Lest then the people, and patricians too, upon a just survey take Titus's part, and so supplant you for ingratitude. I'll find a day to massacre them all, to raise their faction and the family, the cruel mother and her traitor sons to whom I sued for my dear son's life, and let them know what 'tis to let a queen kneel in the streets and beg for grace in vain. Come, come, Emperor, come, Andronicus, take up this good old woman, and cheer the heart that dies in tempest of thy angry frown.
Rise, Titus, rise. My empress hath prevailed.
I thank your majesty, and her, my lord. These words, these looks, infuse new life in me.
This day all quarrels die, Andronicus, and let it be mine honor, good my lord, that I reconciled your friends and you. For you, Prince Bastianus, I have passed my word and promised to the emperor that you will be more mild and tractable. And you, Lavinia, by my advice all humbled on your knees, you shall ask pardon of his majesty.
We do, and vow to heaven and to his highness that we are mildly tendering our sister's honor and our own.
And on that honor, here I do protest.
Away, and talk not, trouble us no more.
Nay, nay, sweet emperor, we must all be friends. The tribune and her nephews kneel for grace. I will not be denied. Look back.
Marcus, for thy sake and thy sister's here, and at my lovely Tamaris entreats, I do remit these young men's heinous faults. Stand up. Lavinia, though you left me like a churl, I found a friend, sure as death I swore, I would not part a voucher from the priest. Come, if the emperor's court can feast you bride, you are my guests, and your friends. This shall be a love day to him.
Tomorrow, and it please your majesty, to hunt the panther in the heart with me. With horn and hound will give your grace bonjour.
Do it so, Titus, and Gramus it too.
Now climbeth Tamara Olympus' top, safe of fortune's shot, and sits aloft, secure of thunder's crack or lightning's flash, advanced above pale envy's threatening reach. So Tamara, upon her wit doth earthly honor wait, and virtue stoops and trembles at her frown. Then, Aaron, arm thy heart and fit thy thoughts to mount aloft with thy imperial mistress. Away with slavish weeds or servile thoughts. I'll be bright, and shine in pearl and gold, to wait upon this new-made empress. To wait, said I, to wanton with this queen, this siren that will charm Rome's Saturnine, to see his shipwreck and his commonweals. Oh, what storm is this?
Chiron, thy years want wit, thy wit wants edge, and manners to intrude where I am graced, and may for aught thou know'st affected be.
Demetrius, thou dost overween and all, and so in this to bear me down with grace. I am as able and as fit as thou to serve and to deserve my mistress's grace, and at my sword upon thee shall approve, and plead my passion for Lavinia's love.
Aye, boy, go ye so brave?
Why, how now, lords? So near the emperor's palace dare you draw and maintain such a quarrel openly? For shame, put up!
Not I, till I've sheathed my rapier in his bosom, and withal thrust these reproachful speeches back down his throat.
For that I am prepared and full resolve, foul-spoken coward, that thundered at thy tongue, and will die but nothing dares before.
Away, I say! Why, lords, and think you not how dangerous it is to jet upon a prince's right? What, is Lavinia then become so loose, or Bastianus so degenerate, that for her love such quarrels may be broken without controlment, justice, or revenge? Young lords, beware, and should the emperors know of this discourse ground, the music would not please.
I care not. I knew she and all the world. I love Lavinia more than all the world.
Youngling, learn thou to make some meaner choice. Lavinia is thine elder brother's hope.
Aaron, 1,000 deaths that I propose to achieve her whom I love.
To achieve her? How?
She is a woman, therefore may be wooed. She is a woman, therefore may be won. She is Lavinia, therefore must be loved.
Why, then it seems some certain snatch or so would serve your turns.
Aye, so the turn were served.
Aaron, thou hast hit.
For shame, be friends and join for that you jar. This policy and stratagem must do that you effect. And so must you resolve that what you cannot as you would achieve. You must perforce accomplish as you may. Take this of me then. A speedier course than lingering languishment must we pursue. And I have found the path. My lords, a solemn hunting is in hand. There with a lovely Roman ladies' troop. The forest walks are wide and spacious, and many unfrequented plots there are, fitted by kind for rape and villainy. There, single you thither then this dainty doe, and strike her home by force, if not by words. This way, or not at all, stand you in hope. Come, come, our witty empress with the sacred wit will wait with all that we intend. The woods are ruthless, dreadful, deaf and dull. There, speak and strike, brave boys, and take your turns. There, serve your lusts, shadowed from heaven's eye, and revel in Lavinia's treasury.
The hunt is up. The morn is bright and gray. The fields are fragrant and the woods are green. I have been troubled in my sleep this night, but dawning day, new comfort hath inspired. Many good morrows to your majesty. Madam, to you as many it is good. I've promised your grace a hunter's peal.
And you bring it Leslie, my lord, somewhat too early for new married ladies.
Lavinia, how say you?
I say no. I have been brought awake 2 hours and more.
Come on then, horse and chariots let us have. And to our sport, madam. Now shall ye see our Roman hunting.
I have dogs, my lord. Will rouse the proudest panther in the chase and climb the highest promontory top.
And I have horses will follow where the game makes way and run like swallows o'er the plain.
Kirby, we hunt not with horse nor hound, but hope the luck of day to go around.
Wit would think that I had none to bury so much gold under a tree, and never after to inherit it. Well, let him that thinks of me so abjectly know that this gold must coin a stratagem, which, cunningly effected, will beget a very excellent piece of villainy. So repose, sweet gold, for there in rest that have their alms out of the emperor's chest.
My lovely Aaron, wherefore lookest thou sad, when everything doth make a gleeful boast? We may, each wreathed in each other's arms, our pastimes done, possess a golden slumber, whilst hounds and horns and sweet melodious birds be unto us as is a nurse's song to lull her babe asleep.
Madam, though Venus govern your desires, Saturn is dominator over mine. What signifies my deadly standing eye, my silence and cloudy melancholy? Vengeance is in my heart, death in my hand, blood and revenge are hammering in my head. Hark, Tamara, the empress of my soul, which never hopes more heaven than rests in thee. Today is the day of doom for Bassianus. Thy sons make pillage of Lavinia's chastity and wash their hands at Bassianus' blood. Seest thou this letter? Take it up, I pray thee, and give this fatal plotted scroll to the king. Now question me no more, we are spied!
Oh, my sweet more, sweeter to me than life.
No more, great empress. Bassianus comes. Be cross with him. I'll fetch thy sons to back thy quarrels, whatsoever they be.
Who have we here? Rome's royal empress, unfurnished of her well-beseeming troop?
Saucy controller of our private steps, had I the power that some say Dion had, thy temple should be planted presently, with horns, unmannerly intruder as thou art.
Under your patience, gentle empress, 'tis thought you have a goodly gift in horning. Jove shielded your husband from his haunts today. 'Tis pity they should take him for a staff.
Why are you sequestered from all your train, dismounted from your snow-white goodly steed, and wandered hither to an obscure plot, accompanied but with a barbarous man, if foul desire had not conducted you?
And being intercepted in your sport, great reason that my noble lord be rated. For sauciness, I pray you, let us hence.
The king, my brother, shall have note of this.
I, for his lips that have made him noted long, good king, to be so mightily abused.
Why have I patience to endure all this?
How now, dear sovereign, and our gracious mother? Why dost thou look so pale and wan?
Have I not reason, think you, to look pale? These two have ticed me hither to this place. They told me they would bind me here unto the body of a dismal ewe, and leave me to a miserable death. And then they called me foul adulteress, lascivious Goth, and all the bitterest of terms that thy ear ever did hear to such effect. And had you by some wondrous fortune not come, this vengeance on me should they have executed. Revenge it, as you love your mother's life, or be ye not henceforth called my children.
Let this be a witness that I am thy son.
And this for me, Stockholm shall my strength!
Come, some herm! Nay, barbarous Tamara, for no name fits thy nature but thy own.
Give me thy poniard. You shall know, my boys. Your mother's hand shall right your mother's wrong.
Stay, madam, here is more belongs to her.
Come, mistress. Now perforce you will enjoy the nice preserved honesty of yours.
Oh, Tamara, thou bearest a woman's
I will
face.
not hear her speak. Away with her.
Sweet Lord! Entreater, hear me but a word.
Listen, fair madam, let it be your glory to see her tears as unremitting flint to drops of rain.
What did the tiger's young ones teach to them? Oh, to not learn her wrath. She taught it thee, yet ever mother breeds not sons alike. Do thou entreat her, show a woman pity.
What? Wouldst thou have me prove myself a bastard?
'Tis true, the ravens doth not hatch a lark, yet have I heard. Oh, could I find it now? The lion, moved with pity, did endure to have his princely pulse pared all away. Oh, some say thy ravens foster fallen children, the whilst their own birds famish in their nests. Oh, be to me, though thy hard heart say no, nothing so kind, but something pitiful.
I know not what it means. Away with her!
Oh, let me teach thee, for my mother's sake, that gave thee life while she might have slain thee. Be not obdurate, open thy deaf ears.
Hast thou in person never offended me, even for her sake am I pitiless. Remember, boys, I poured forth tears in vain to save your brother from the sacrifice, but fierce Andronicus would not relent. Therefore, away with her, and use her as you will. The worse to her, the better loved of me.
Oh, Tamora, be called a gentle queen, for I was slain when Bassianus died. 'Tis present death I beg, and one thing more, that womanhood denies my tongue to tell. Oh, tumble me into some loathsome pit, where never mince I may behold my body. Do this, and be a charitable murderer.
So should I rob my sweet sons of their fee?
Bring thou her husband. This is the holy errand, bid us hide him.
Farewell, my boys, and see that you make her sure. Never let my heart know marriage here indeed, till all the Andronici be made away.
Come on, my lords. Straight will I bring you to the loathsome pit where I espy the panther fast asleep.
My sight is very dull, whate'er it bodes.
And mine, I promise you, were not for shame, well could I leave our sport to sleep a while.
What art thou fallen? What subtle hole is this, whose mouth is covered with new-growing briars, upon whose leaves are drops of new-shed blood as fresh as morning dew distilled on flowers? A very fatal place, it seems to me. Speak, brother, hast thou hurt thee with the fall?
Oh, brother, within the small subject turn, that ever I would sigh me heart lament.
Now will I fetch the king to find them here, that he thereby may give a likely guess how these were they that made away his brother.
Why dost thou help me and comfort me from this unhallowed and blood-stained home?
I am surprised with an uncouth fear. A chilling sweat o'erruns my trembling joints. My heart suspects more than mine eye can see.
To prove thou hast a true divining heart, ere thou look down into the stand, and see a fearful sight of blood and death. Lord Bassianus lies in the brood here, all on a heap like to a slaughtered lamb, in this detested, dark, blood-stained hole.
Reach me thy hand, for I may help thee out. Or, wanting strength to do thee so much good, I may be plucked into the swallowing womb of this deep pit, poor Bassianus' grave. I have no strength to pluck thee to the brink.
Nor I no strength to climb without thy help.
Thy hand once more I will not lose again, till thou art here aloft, or I below. Thou canst not come to me, I come to thee! Along with me I'll see what all is here, and what he is that is now leaped into it. Say, who art thou, that lately didst descend into the escaping hole of earth?
The unhappy son of old Andronicus brought hither upon a most unlucky hour to find my brother Bassianus dead.
My brother dead? I know thou dost but jest. He and his lady both are at the lodge, upon the north side of this pleasant chase. 'Tis not an hour since I left him there.
I know not where you left him all alive, but out, alas, here have we found him dead.
Where is my lord, the king?
Dear Tamar, thou grieve with killing grief.
Where is thy brother, Bassianus?
Not to the bottom dost thou switch my word. Poor Bassianus lies here murdered.
Then all too late I bring this fatal writ, the complot of this timeless tragedy.
And if we misdemean him handsomely, sweet huntsman Bassianus 'tis we mean, do thou so much as dig the grave for him, thou knowest our meaning. Look for thy reward among the nettles of the elder tree, which overshades the mouth of that same pit where we decreed to bury Bassianus. Do this and purchase us thy lasting friends. Oh, Tamar, was ever heard the like? This is the pit and this is the elder tree. Look, sirs, if you can find the huntsman out that should have murdered Bassianus here.
My gracious lord, here is the bag of gold.
Two of thy whelps, although curs of bloody kind, have here bereft my brother of his life. Sirs, drag him from the pit unto the prison. There let them bide until we devise some never heard of torturing pain for them.
I hunger. Upon my feeble knee I beg this boon with tears not lightly shed, that this fell fault of my accursed sons, accursed if the fault be proved in them.
If it be proved, you see it as a parent. Who found the letter? Tamar, was it you?
Andronicus herself did take it out.
I did. My lord yet let me be their bail. For by my father's reverend tomb I vow they shall be ready, at your highness's will, to answer their suspicion with their lives.
Thou shalt not bail them. See thou follow me. Some bring the murdered body, some the murderers. Sirs, drag him from the pit unto the prison. There let them bide till we devise some never heard of torturing pain.
Andronicus, I will entreat the king. And fear not thy sons, they shall do well enough.
Come, Lucius, come. Stay not to talk with them.
Who is this? My niece, the fly voice of us has a word. Where is your husband? Speak, gentle niece. What stirred and gentle hands have locked and cute and made thy body fair? Of virtue branches, the sweet ornaments, the circling shadows kings have sought to sleep in and might not gain so great a happiness as to have thy love. Why dost not speak to me? Alas! The crimson quiver of warm blood, like to a bubbling fountain stirred with wind, would rise and fall between thy rosy lips, coming and going with thy honey breath. Now turns to me thy face for shame. Shall I speak for thee? Shall I say 'tis so? That I knew thy heart and knew the beast that I might rail at him! These my mind. Come, let us go and make thy mother blind. For such a sight will blind a mother's eyes. Oh, an hour's storm will drown with fragrant weeds. What will whole months of tears thy mother's eyes? Do not draw back, for we will mourn with thee. Oh, that our mourning ease thy misery.
mine age whose youth was spent in dangerous wars whilst you securely slept. For all my blood in Rome's great quarrel shed, for all the frosty nights that I have watched, and for the bitter tears which now you see filling the aged wrinkles in my cheeks. Be pitiful to my condemned sons, whose souls are not as corrupted as 'tis thought. For 22 sons I never wept because they died in honor's lofty bed. For these tribunes of the dust I write, my heart's deep languor, my soul's mad tears. Let my tears dance the earth dry appetite, my sons' sweet blood will make it shame and blush. O reverend tribunes, O gentle aged men, unbind my sons, reverse the doom of death. And let me say that never wept before, my tears are now prevailing overshores.
My gracious lord, no tribune hears you speak. No man is by. You count your sorrows to a stone.
Lucius, for thy brothers, let me plead. Tribunes! Once more I entreat of you.
My gracious lord, no tribune hears you speak.
Why, 'tis no matter, man. If they did hear me, they would not mark. Or if they did mark me, they would not pity me. Yet plead I must. Therefore I tell my sorrows to the stones, who though they cannot answer my distress, they are in some sort better than the tribunes, for that they will not intercept my tale. And tribunes with their tongues do men to death. But wherefore standst thou with thy weapon drawn?
Rescue my two brethren from their death, for which attempt the judges have pronounced my everlasting doom of banishment.
My foolish Lucius, dost thou not perceive? Rome is but a wilderness of tigers. Tigers must prey, and Rome offers no prey but me and mine. But who comes? With our sister, Marcus, here.
Titus, hear thy aged eyes to weep, or if not so, thy noble heart to brave. I bring consuming sorrow to thine age.
Will it consume me? Let me see it then.
This was thy daughter.
My Marcus. What she is?
By me, this object kills me.
Faint-hearted boy, arise and look upon her. St. Lavinia, cursed hand it was that made thee canvas my mother's sight.
The gentle sister who hath done this deed.
Oh, that delightful engine of her thoughts, that laughed them with such pleasing eloquence, is torn from forth that pretty hollow fate.
See thou for her who hath done this deed.
Thus I found her, straying in the park, seeking to hide herself as dosager that hath received some unrecurred wound.
It was my dear, and he that had wounded her had hurt me more than I'd killed me dead. Now I stand as one upon a rock, environed by a wilderness of sea. This way to death, my wretched sons are gone. Here stands my other son, a banished man. And here my sister, weeping at my woes. That which gives my soul the greatest spurn is dear Lavinia, dearer than my soul. Thou hast no hands to wipe thy tears, nor tongue to tell me who hath martyred thee. Thy husband, he is dead, and for his death thy brothers are condemned and dead by this. Look, Marcus, son! Lucius, look upon her. When I did name her brothers, then fresh tears stood upon her cheeks, as doth the honeydew upon a gathered lily almost withered.
But perchance she weeps because they killed her husband. Perchance because she knows them innocent.
Witness the sorrow the sister makes. Send to Lavinia, make some sign, how I may do thee.
Brother, cease your tears. For at your grief, see how my sister sobs and weeps.
Patience, journeys, good Titus, dry thine eyes.
Lavinia, I dry thy cheeks.
Marcus, I understand her signs. Had she a tongue to speak, now would she say to her brother that which I said to thee. His napkin, whose true tears all be wet, can do no service upon her sorrowful cheeks. Oh, what a sympathy of woe is this! As far from help as limbo is from bliss.
Titus Andronicus! My lord the emperor sends thee this word, that if thou love thy sons, let Marcus, Lucius, or thyself, old Titus, or any one of you, chop off your hand and send it to the king. He for the same will send thee hither both thy sons alive, and that shall be the ransom for their fault.
Oh, gracious emperor, oh, gentle Aaron, with all my heart I'll send his majesty my hand. Wilt thou help me to chop it off?
Stay, mother, my hand shall serve the turn. My youth can better spread blood than yours. Therefore, mine shall save my brother's life.
Oh, none of both but our high desert. My hand hath been but idle. Let it serve. To ransom my two nephews from their death, then have I kept it to a worthy end.
Nay, nay, come agree whose hand shall come along, for fear they die before their pardon come.
My hand shall go.
By heavens, it shall not go.
Agree between you! I will spare my hand.
I'll fetch an axe.
But I will use the axe.
Come hither, Aaron. I will deceive them both. Lend me that hand, and I will give thee mine.
That be deceit. I'll be honest, and never whilst I live deceive men so. But I'll deceive you in another sort, and that'll say ere half an hour pass.
Now stay your strength. What shall be his dispatch? Good Aaron, give his majesty my hand. Tell him it was a hand that warded him from 1,000 dangers.
I go, Andronicus, and for thy hand look by and by to have both thy sons with thee.
Oh, here. I lift this one hand up to heaven and bow. This feeble ruin to the earth. If any power pities wretched tears, to that I call. What? Dear heart, wilt thou kneel with me? Do then, for heaven shall hear our prayers.
Oh, sister, speak with possibilities. Do not break into these deep extremes.
Is not my sorrow deep, having no bottom? Then be my passions bottomless with them.
But you'll have reason. Govern thy lament.
If there were reason for these miseries, then to limits could I bind my woes. When heaven doth weep, doth the earth not o'erflow?
Worthy Andronicus, all thou dowry paid, for thy good hand sends the emperor. Here thy heads of thy two noble sons, and your hand is going sent back to thee. Thy griefs their sports, thy resolutions mock. To woe to me to think upon my woes, and more remembrance than my father's death.
Now that I had not called in Sicily, and be my heart in ever burning hell, these miseries are more than may be borne. Alas, poor heart, that kiss is comfortless. This frozen water to a starved state.
When will this fearful slumber end?
Now farewell, flattery. Die, Andronicus! Thou dost not slumber. See thy two sons' heads, thy warlike hand, thy mangled daughter here, thy other banished son, with this dear sight struck pale and bloodless. And thy sister I, even like a stony image, cold and numb. Now no more will I control daggers. Now is the time to start. Why art thou still? Why dost thou laugh? If it's not with this hour.
Why, I have not another tear left to shed. Besides, sorrow is an enemy, and would usurp upon my watering eyes, and make them blind with tributary tears. Come, let me see what task I have to do. You heavy people circle me about, that I may turn me to each one of you and swear unto my soul to right your wrongs. Come, sister, take a head, and in my hands the other I will bear. Lavinia, thou shalt be employed, bear thou my hand. Sweet wench between thy teeth. As for thee, boy, thou art an exile. Go get thee from my sight. Hide the Goths and raise an army there. And if you love me as I think you do, let's kiss and part, for we have much to do.
Well, Andronicus, my noble mother, wolfless man that ever lived in Rome. Farewell, proud Rome, till Lucius come again. Leaves his pledges dearer than his life. Farewell, Lavinia, my noble sister. Would thou wert too hath been. Now I go to the Goths and raise a power to take revenge on Rome, Saturnine.
everywhere, I know not why. Oh, good Aunt Marcus, see how swift she comes. Alas, sweet aunt, I knew not what you mean. Stand by me, young Lucius. You did not fear thine eye.
She loves thee, boy. Who else did you do harm?
Why, when my father was in Rome, she did. What means my niece Lavinia by these signs?
Fear her not, Lucius. Somewhat doth she mean.
See, Lucius, see how much she makes of thee? Someone wants to have thee go.
Canst thou not guess wherefore she plies thee thus? I cannot, nor can I guess. Unless some fit or friend you do possess her. My lord, I know my noble aunt loves me dear as ere my mother did, and would not but in fury fright my youth. But which made me down to throw my books and fly, causeless perhaps. But pardon me, sweet aunt. And madam, if your Aunt Marcus go, I will most willingly attend your ladyship.
How now, Lavinia? Marcus, what means this? Some book there is which you desire to see. Which is it, girl? Of these, open them, boy.
I think she means that there is more than one. Confederate in the fact, aye, more there was. Or else to heaven she thieves them for revenge.
Lucius, what book is that you taught us so?
Grandsire, 'tis Ovid's Metamorphoses. My mother gave it to me. Oh, the novel for that scar. But perhaps she called it among the rest. Thought.
See how busily she turns the leaves? What would she find?
Lavinia, Lavinia, shall I read? This is the tragic tale of Philomel. Treats of Tyreus' treason and his rape.
See, sister, see. Note how she quotes the leaves.
Lavinia, wouldst thou thus surprised to be, girl? Ravished and wronged as Philomela was?
Oh, why should nature build so foul a den unless the gods delight in tragedy?
Give signs. Sweet girl, for we are none but friends.
But Roman lord will just do the deed.
Sit down, sweetie sister. Sit down by me. Oh, Pallas, Jove or Mercury, inspire me, that I may this treason find. My lord, look here. Let me guide if thou canst after me this, when I've written my name without the help of any hand at all. Right, thou good niece. Your display at last, which God will have discovered for revenge, that we may know the traitors and the truth. Demetrius! What? The lustful sons of Tamara, performers of this heinous, bloody deed. My lord, kneel down with me. Lavinia, kneel and swear with me that we will prosecute by good advice mortal revenge upon these traitorous gods. And see their blood. Or die with this reproach.
Come, go with me into mine armory. Lucius! Fits thee, and with all my boys shalt carry from me to the Empress' son's presence. And I intend to send them both. This'll do thy message, will thou not?
Aye, with my dagger in their bosoms, grandsire.
No, boy, not so. I'll teach thee another course. Lavinia, come. Marcus, look on to my house. Lucius and I'll go brave to the court. Aye, marry will we, sir, and will be waited on.
Oh heavens, can you hear a good woman groan? And not relent, or not compassion her? Marcus, attend her in her ecstasy that hath more scars of sorrow in her heart than the foeman's marks upon her battered shield. And yet suggest that she will not revenge, ye heavens, for old Andronicus!
Here's the son of Lucius. He has some message to deliver.
Aye, some mad message from his mad grandsire.
My lords, with all the humbleness I may, I greet your honors from Andronicus. May it please you. My grandsire, well advised, hath sent by me of the goodliest weapons of his armory, to gratify your honorable youth, the hope of Rome. Or so he bade me say. And so I do, and with his gifts present, oh, your lordships, that whenever you have need, you will be armed and appointed well. And so I leave you both.
What's this? A scroll written round about.
Oh, 'tis a verse in Horace. I know it well. I read it in the grammar long ago.
Now what a thing it is to be an ass. Here's no sound jest. The old man hath found their guilt, and sends them weapons wrapped about with lines that wound beyond their feeling to the quick. But were a witty empress well afoot, she would applaud Andronicus' conceit. But let her rest in her unrest a while.
What are the emperor's troubles thus?
Belike for joy the emperor hath a son.
Soft, who comes here?
Good morrow, lords. Oh, tell me, did you see Aaron?
More or less, your near witness all. Here Aaron is, and what with Aaron now?
Oh, gentle Aaron, we are all undone. Now help or woe betide thee evermore.
Why, what a caterwauling dost thou keep? What dost thou wrap and fumble in thine arms?
Oh, that which I would hide from heaven's eye, the empress's shame and stately Rome's disgrace. She is delivered, lords, she is delivered.
To whom?
I mean, she is brought a bed.
Well, God give her good rest. What hath he sent her?
A devil.
Well, then it is the devil's dam, a joyful issue.
Here is the babe as loathsome as a toad. One of the fairest breeders of our clime, she sends it thee, thy stamp, thy seal, and bids thee christen it with thy dagger's point.
Villain, what hast thou done?
That which thou canst not undo.
Thou hast undone our mother.
Then I have done thy mother.
And therein, hellish dog, thou hast undone. Woe to her chance and damned her lowly choice. Accursed the offspring of so foul a fiend.
It shall not live.
It shall not die.
Aaron, it must, the mother wills it so.
What must it, nurse? Let no man but I do execution on my own flesh and blood.
Wilt thou betray thy noble mistress thus?
My mistress is my mistress. This, myself, the vigor and the picture of my youth. This before all the world do I prefer. He is your brother, lords, sensibly fed of the self-blood that first gave life to you. And from that womb where you imprisoned were, he is enfranchised and come to light.
Aaron, what shall I say unto the empress?
Advise thee, Aaron. What is to be done? And we will all subscribe to thy advice. Save thou the child, so we may all be safe.
Then sit we down and let us all consult. My son and I will have the wind of you. Keep there, now talk at pleasure of your safety.
How many women saw this child of this?
Cornelia, the midwife, and myself, and no one else but the delivered empress.
The empress, the midwife, and yourself. Two may keep counsel while the third's away. Go. Tell the empress this I said! Where? Don't rise the bigger with the stick!
What means thou, Aaron? Wherefore didst thou this?
Oh, Lord, sir, 'tis a deed of policy. Shall she live to betray this guilt of ours, a long-tongued babbling gossip? No, lords, no! You must needs bestow her a funeral. The fields are near, and you are gallant grooms. This done, see that you take no longer days, but send the midwife presently to me. The midwife and the nurse well made away. Then let the ladies tattle what they please.
Aaron, I see thou wilt not trust the heir of secrets.
For this care of Tamara, hers and herself are highly valued.
Now to the Goths, as swift as swallow flies, there to dispose this treasure in mine arms. I'll bear you hence, for it is you that puts us to our shifts. I'll make you feed on berries and roots, and feed on curds and whey, and suck the goat, and cabin in a cave. I'll bring you up to be a warrior. Command a camp!
Come, Marcus, come. Kinsman, this is the way. Sir boy, now let me see your archery. Sirs, take you to your tools. You, cousin, shall go down the ocean and cast your nets. No, Publius and Sempronius, you must do it. Till you must dig with Madigan with spade and pierce the inmost center of the earth. Then, when you reach Pluto's region, I pray you deliver him this petition. Tell him it is for justice and for aid, and that it comes from old Andronicus, shaken with sorrows in a grateful Rome.
Oh, Publius, is this not a heavy case? To see thy noble aunt thus distract?
Therefore, my lord, the highly as concerns, by day and night to attend her carefully, and treat her human as kindly as we may, to time to get some careful remedy.
Since when her sorrows are past remedy, join with the gods in the revengeful war, take wreak on Rome for this ingratitude, and vengeance on that traitor Saturnine.
Publius! How now? How now, my masters? What? Have you met with her?
Not yet, my lord, but Pluto sent you word. If you will have revenge from hell, you shall. Marry for justice, she is so employed. He thinks with Jove in heaven, or someone else, so that perforce must needs their time.
You don't be wrong to pay me with delays. Ad Jovem, that's for you. Here. Ad Apollinum. Ad Martem, that's for myself. Here, boy, to Pallas, to Mercury, to Saturn. Titus, not Saturnine, you were as good to shoot it against the wind. To it, boy, Marcus, loose when I bid. Of my word I've written to effect, there's not a god left unsolicited.
Kinsman, shoot all your shafts into the court. We will afflict the emperor in his prime.
Now, masters, draw.
For the Andronici.
For Rome! Well said, good boy in Virgo's lap. Give it, Pallas.
My lord, I am a mile beyond the moon. Your letter is with Jupiter by this.
Why, there they go. God give his lordship joy. News from heavens, Marcus, look, the post has come. Hurrah, what tidings? Have you any letters? Shall I have justice? What says Jupiter?
Oh, the gibbet maker. He says taking him down again. For the man must not be hanged till the next week.
But what says Jupiter, I ask thee?
Alas, ma'am, I know not Jupiter. Never drank with him in all my life.
Tell me, can you deliver an oration to the emperor with a grace?
Nay, truly, ma'am, I can never say grace in all my life.
Let me, thou shalt have justice at my hands. Hold. Meanwhile, here's money for thy charges. Give me a pen and ink. Sirrah! Can you, with a grace, deliver a supplication?
Hey, ma'am.
Then here is a supplication for you. And at first approach, you must kneel, then kiss his foot, then deliver up your pigeons and look for your reward. I'll be at hand, sir, see you do it bravely. And when thou hast given it the emperor, knock on my door and tell me what he says.
God be with you, ma'am. I will.
Come, Marcus, let's go. Publius, follow me.
Why, lords, what wrongs are these? Was ever seen an emperor in Rome thus overborne? Troubled, confronted thus, and for the extent of equal justice, used in such contempt. My lords, you know us, know the mightiful gods. However, these are chivalries our peace, buzz in the people's ear. They're not at cost. But even with law against the willful sons of old Andronicus. And what in it her sorrows have so overwhelmed her wits? Shall we be thus afflicted in her wrecks, her fits, her frenzies, and her bitterness? And now she writes to the heavens for her redress. See, here's to Jove, this to Mercury, this to Apollo, this to the god of war. Sweet scrolls to fly about the streets of Rome. What's this but libeling against the Senate and blazoning our injustice everywhere? But if I live, her fiend ecstasy shall be no shelter to these outrages. But she and her shall know that justice lives in Saturninus' help, whom if she sleeps, he'll so awake as she in fury shall, cut off the proudest conspirator that lives.
My gracious lord, my lovely Saturnine, calm thee, and bear the faults of Titus' age, the effects of sorrow for her valiant son, whose loss hath pierced her deep and scarred her heart, and rather comfort her distressed plight, than prosecute the meanest or the best for these contempts. Titus, I have touched thee to a quick. How now, good fellow, wouldst thou speak with us?
I have a letter. And a couple pigeons here.
Go, take him away, and hang him presently.
How much money must I have?
Come, sirrah, you must be hanged.
Hanged? Hardly. And I brought my neck up to a bare head.
despiteful and terrible wrongs, shall I endure this monstrous villainy? Go, drag the villain hither by the hair, nor age nor honor shall say privilege. For this proud month, I'll be thy slaughterman. What's news with thee, Emilius?
Arm, my lord. Rome never had more cause. The Goths have gathered head. They hither march amain, under conduct of Lucius, son to old Andronicus.
Is warlike Lucius general of the Goths? Aye, now our sorrows begin to approach. 'Tis he the common people love so much. Myself hath overheard them say, when I have walked like a private man, that they've wished that Lucius were their emperor.
Why should you fear? Is not your city strong?
Aye, but the citizens favor Lucius, and will revolt for me to succor him.
King, be thy thoughts imperious like thy name. Is the sun dim that gnats do fly in it? Cheer thy spirit, for know thou, emperor, I will enchant the old Andronicus with words more sweet and yet more dangerous than baits to fish or honey stock to sheep. When one is wounded with the bait, the other rotted with delicious feed.
But she will not entreat her son for us.
If Tamara entreat her, then she will. For I can smooth and fill thy aged ear, that were her heart almost impregnable, her old ears deaf, yet should both heart and ears obey my tongue. Go thou before, be our ambassador. Say that the emperor requests a parley of warlike Lucius, and appoint the meeting, even at his mother's house, the old Andronicus.
Emilius, do this message honorably, and if you stand on hostage for his safety, bid him demand what pledge to please him best.
Your bidding shall I do effectually.
Now will I to temper with the old Andronicus with all the art I have, to pluck proud Lucius from the warlike Goths. Now, sweet emperor, be blithe again, and bury all thy fear in my devices.
Then go successfully and plead to her.
Proved warriors and faithful friends, I have received letters from great Rome which signify they hate thee bear their emperor. How desirous of the sight they are of we. Now, great lords, thee as your titles witness, and pierce and impotent of your wrongs, and wherein if Rome hath done you any scath, let them tremble with satisfaction.
Brave slip, sprung from the great Andronicus, whose name was once our terror, now our comfort. Be bold in us, we'll follow where thou lettest. Like stinging bees in the hottest summer day, led by their master to the flowered fields, and be avenged on cursed Tamara.
And as he saith, so say we all with him.
We just here led by rusty Goth.
Renowned Lucius, from our troops I strayed, to gaze upon a ruinous monastery. And as I earnestly did fix mine eye upon the wasted building, suddenly I heard a child cry beneath the wall. With this, my weapon drawn, I rushed upon him, surprised him suddenly, and brought him hither, to use as you think needful of the man.
Oh, worthy Goth, this is the incoherent devil that robbed Andronicus of his good hands. This is the pearl to your empress's eye. Here, base fruit of burning lust. Why does thou not speak? What? Death? Not a word? Oh, the soldiers hang him on the string by his side his base fruit of bastardy.
There's not the boy! He is of royal blood!
You like this sire for being good. Get me a ladder.
Lucius, save the child, bear for me the emperor. Thou dost I'll show thee wondrous things that highly may advance from here. Thou wilt not befall what may befall. I'll speak no more, but vengeance rot you all.
Speak on. If I please thou speakest, the child shall live, and I will see it nourished.
And if it please thee, why assure thee, Lucius, 'twill vex thy soul to hear what I shall speak. For I must talk of murders, rapes, and massacres, acts of black night, abominable deeds, ruthful to hear, yet piteously performed. And they shall all be buried by my death, unless thou swear to me, my child shall live.
Thou believest in no God. That's granted, how can thou believe in an oath?
What if I do not? As indeed I do not, yet for I know thou art religious and hast a thing within thee called conscience. Therefore thou shalt vow by that same God, what God soe'er it be, that thou adorest and hast in reverence, to save my son, nourish and bring him out, or else I will discover not to thee.
Even by my God I swear to thee, I will.
First know thou I begot him on the empress.
O most luxurious and insatiate woman.
Tut, Lucius! This was but a deed of charity, that thou shalt hear of me anon. 'twas her 2 sons that murdered Bassianus. They cut thy sister's tongue, and ravished her, and cut her hands, and trimmed her as thou sawest.
Various beastly villains like thyself!
Indeed, I was their tutor and to instruct them. Well, let my deeds be witness of my worth. I trained thy brethren to that guileful hole where the dead corpse of Bassianus lay. I wrote the letter that thy mother found, and hid the gold within the letter mentioned, confederate with the queen and her 2 sons. And what not done, that thou hast caused to rue, wherein I had no stroke of mischief in it? I played the cheater for thy mother's hand, and when I had it, drew myself apart, and almost broke my heart with extreme laughter. I pried me through the crevice of a wall, for when her hand she held her 2 sons' heads, beheld her tears, and laughed so heartily that both mine eyes were rainy like to hers. And when I told the empress of my sport, she swooned almost at my pleasing tale, and for my tidings gave me 20 kisses.
What? Canst thou say all this, and never blush?
Thou sorry for these heinous deeds.
Aye, and nothing grieves me more heartily indeed, but that I cannot do 10,000 more.
Sir, bring down the devil, for he must not die such a sweet death as hanging presently.
If there be devils, would I were a devil, to live and burn in everlasting fire, that I might have your company in hell.
Sir, stop
to live and burn in
Let him speak no more.
My lord, there's a messenger from Rome. He desires to be admitted to your presence.
Come near. Hear this. What is the news from Rome?
Lord Lucius and princes of the Goths, the Roman emperor agreed to fall by me, and, for he understands you are in arms, he craves a parley at your mother's house, willing you to demand your hostages, and they shall be immediately delivered.
Well, what says our general?
Aemilius, let the emperor give his pledges on to Marcus and my mother, and we will come. March away.
Habiliment, I will encounter with Andronicus, and say I am revenge, sent from below, to join with him and right his heinous wrongs. Knock at her study, where they say she keeps, to ruminate strange plots of dire revenge. Tell her revenge is come to join with her, and work confusion on her enemies.
Who doth molest my contemplation? Is it your trick to make me open the door, and so my sad decrees may fly away? Will my study be to no effect?
Titus, I am come to talk with thee.
I am not mad. I know thee well enough. Witness this wretched stump, witness these crimson lines, witness these trenches made by grief and care, witness a tiring day and heavy night, witness all sorrows, that I know thee well. For our proud empress, mighty Tamara, is not thy coming from my other hand?
No, thou sad man, I am not Tamara. She is thy enemy, and I thy friend. I am revenge, sent from the infernal kingdom to ease the non-vulture of thy mind by working wreckful vengeance on all thy foes.
Art thou revenge? And art thou sent to me to be a torment to mine enemies?
I am. Therefore come down and welcome me.
Are these thy ministers? What are they called?
Rapine and murder. Therefore called so, because they take vengeance on such kinds of men.
Good Lord, how like the emperor's sons they are, and you the empress. But we worldly men have miserable man-mistaking eyes. Oh, sweet revenge, now do I come to thee, and if one arm's embracement will content thee, I will embrace thee in it by and by.
This closing with her fits her with lunacy. Whatever I forge to feed her brain-sick fits, do you uphold and maintain in your speeches. For now, she firmly takes me for revenge. And, being credulous in this mad thought, I'll make her send for Lucius, her son, And whilst I at a banquet hold him sure, I'll find some cunning practice out of hand to scatter and disperse the giddy Goths, or, at the least, make them her enemy. See, here she comes, and I must ply my theme.
Long forlorn have I been, and all for thee. Welcome, dread fury, in my woeful house. Repeated murder. You are welcome too. How like the Emperor's sons you are.
What wouldst thou have us do, Andronicus?
Show me a murder. I'll deal with him.
Show me a villain that has done a rape, and I am sent to be revenged on him.
Show me 1,000 that have done thee wrong, and I will be revenged on them all.
Look round about the wicked streets of Rome, and when thou hast found a man as like to thyself, good murder, stab him! He is a murderer. Go thou with him, and when it is thy hap to find a man that is like to thee, good repeat, stab him! He is a ravisher. Go thou with him to the Emperor's court, there is a queen. Well, mayst thou know her by thy own proportion, for up and down she doth resemble thee. I pray thee do on them some violent death, they have been violent to me and mine.
Well, hadst thou lessoned us, this we shall do. But would it please thee, good Andronicus, to send for Lucius, thy thrice valiant son, who leads towards Rome a band of warlike Goths, and bid him come and banquet at thy house? When he is here, even at thy solemn feast, I will bring in the Empress and her sons, the Emperor himself and all thy foes. And at thy mercy shalt they stoop and kneel, and on them shalt thou ease thy angry heart. What says Andronicus to this device?
Good sister Marcus, 'tis sad Titus calls. Go, gentle sister, to thy nephew Lucius. Thou shalt inquire him out among the Goths. Bid him repair to me and bring with him some of the chiefest princes of the Goths. Bid him encamp his soldiers where they are. Tell him the Emperor, and Empress too, feast at my house, and he shall feast with them. This do thou for my love, and so let him, as regards his aged mother's life.
This will I do, and soon return again.
Now will I hence about my business, and take my ministers along with me.
Nay, nay! Let rape and murder stay with me, or else I'll call my sister back again, and plead to no revenge but Lucius.
What say you, boys? Will you bide with her whilst I go tell our lord the emperor how we have governed our determined jest? Yield to her humor, smooth and speak her fair, and tarry with her till I turn again.
Depart at pleasure, madam. Leave us here.
Farewell, Andronicus. Revenge now goes to lay a complot to betray thy foes.
I know thou dost. Oh, sweet revenge, farewell!
Tell us, old man, how should we be employed?
Tut, I have work enough for you to do. Oh, please come hither, Caius and Valentine!
What is your will?
Know you these two?
The Emperor's sons, they take them Cara and Demetrius?
By Publius, fie! Thou art too much deceived. This one is murdered, rape is the other is nay. Therefore bind them short, gentle people, Caius and Valentine, lay hands on them! I've you for an hour such as this, and now I find it. Therefore bind them short and stop their mouths when they begin to cry.
Brother.
Lavinia, look. My foes are bound. Sirs, stop their mouths. Let them not speak to me. But let them hear what fearful words I utter. Hark! Wretches, how I mean to murder you. This one hand yet is left to cut your throats, whilst that Lavinia between your stumps doth hold the basin that receives your filthy blood. You know your mother means to feast with me, calls herself revenge, thinks me mad. Hark! Villains, I will grind your bones to dust, and with your blood in it a paste I'll make, and of the paste a coffin I will rear, and make 2 pasties of your shameful heads, and bid that strumpet your unhallowed dam like to the earth swallow its own increase. This is the feast that I have bid her to, this the banquet she shall surfeit on. And now, prepare your throats. Lavinia, come. Come, be everyone officious, to make this banquet which I wish may prove more stern and bloody than the centaur's feast. So now bring them in, for I will play the cook, and see them ready against their mother comes.
Marcus, is in my mother's mind that I repair to Rome? I'm content.
And ours with thine. We fall what fortune will.
Marcus, take you in this accursed devil. Let him receive no sustenance, fetter him, till he be brought unto the Empress's face for testimony of her foul proceedings. See the ambush of our friends be strong. Fear of the Emperor means no good to us anymore. Come to show them possessor.
What? Hath the firmament more sons than one?
What teams thee that call thyself a son?
Rome's emperor and nephew, break the parley. These quarrels must be quietly debated. Then the feast is ready, which the careful Titus hath ordained to an honorable end. For peace, for love, for league, and good to Rome please you, therefore, draw nigh, and take your place.
Marcus, say well.
Welcome, my gracious lord! Welcome, dread queen! Welcome, Lucius! Welcome, ye warlike Goths, and welcome all! Although the cheer be poor. 'Twill fill your stomachs, please! You eat a bit.
Why art thou thus attired, Andronicus?
Because I would be sure to have all wealth, to entertain your highness and your empress.
We are beholding to you, good Andronicus.
And if your highness knew my heart, you were. My lord, the emperor, resolved me this. Was it well done of rash Virginius to slay his daughter with his own right hand, for she'd been in force stained and deflowered?
It was, Andronicus.
The reason, mighty lord.
Because the girl shall not survive her shame, and by her presence shall renew his sorrows.
A reason mighty strong and effectual. Pattern, precedent, and lively warrant. For me most wretched to perform the like. Die, die, Lavinia, and thy shame with thee. And with thy shame, thy mother's sorrow die.
What hast thou done, unnatural and kind?
Killed her for whom my tears had made me blind. I'm as woeful as Virginius was, and have 1,000 times more cause than he to do this outrage. And it now is done.
What, was she ravished? Tell who did the deed.
Will't please you eat? Will't please your highness feed?
Why hast thou slain thine only daughter thus?
Not I. 'Twas Chiron and Demetrius. They ravished her and cut away her tongue, and 'twas they that did her all this wrong.
Go, fetch them hither to us presently.
Why, there they are both, baked in that tongue, whereof their mother daintily hath been, eating the flesh she herself hath bred. True, 'tis true. Witness my knight's shirt!
Thy printing, Gretch, this accursed deed! My son, yours most bleed, be for me, death with deadly deed!
By uproar severed like a flight of fowl, scattered by winds and high tempestuous gusts. Oh, let me teach you how to knit again these broken bones again into one body.
Come, thou reverend man of Rome, and bring our emperor gently in thy hand. Lucius, our emperor, for well I know, the common voice do cry, it shall be so.
Lucius!
All hail! Rome's royal emperor! Lucius, all hail! Rome's gracious governor!
Thanks. Gentle Romans, may I govern so? Heal Rome's harms and wipe away her woe. Nature's put me at a heavy task. Stand all aloof, but Marcus, drawing near, shall speak tears upon thy trunk. Thy sorrowful drops upon thy blood-stained face. Last true duties of my noble son. May the boy come, and learn of us. Melt in showers. Thy grandsire loved thee well. Many a time she has danced thee on her knee, sung thee asleep, and pressed thy loving pillow. Many a manner she has taught to thee, meeting and agreeing with thy infancy. So, the loving child shed yet some small tender drop from thy spring. Do her that kindness and take leave of her.
Oh, grandsire, grandsire. And with all my heart would I were dead so you'd live again.
Oh Lord, I cannot speak to her for weeping. My tears will choke me if I open my mouth.
You sad Andronicus, have done with woes! Give sentence to this execrable wretch, who has been breeder of these dire events.
Set him breast deep in the earth. There let him stand and rave and cry for food. If anyone relieves or pities him for the offense, he dies. This is our doom. Some say to see him fastened to the earth.
Why should wrath be mute and fury dumb? I am no baby, that with base prayer should repent the evils that I have done. 10,000 worse than ever yet I did what I perform, if I might have my will. If one good deed in all my life I did, I do repent it from my very soul.
Some loving friends convey their emperors hence, give him burial in his father's grave. So my mother and Lavinia shall forthwith be closed in our household monument. That heinous tiger Tamara, no funeral rites, nor man in mourning weeds. No mournful brow shall ring her burial, but feed her to the beasts and birds of prey. For her life was beast-like, and devoid of pity. Being so, shall have like want of pity. Then, afterwards, order well the state, may like events never ruinate.